Hi guys, I'm with Vicky and Lorraine, and they're from the tourism and events, and that's part of our business school. Do you mind if I just start by asking you, Lorraine, what are some of the courses that are on offer?
Hi, yeah, I'm Lorraine Davenport. I'm the course coordinator for the international tourism events, and we also offer the international tourism management event with the option of doing it with hospitality, or you can do the international tourism management event with events. So there are three different pathways.
And you, Vicky, is there anything you'd like to add to that with any tourism and events part of any courses, any additional courses to that?
So, as Lorraine said, hi everybody. As Lorraine said, we do international tourism management and we do it with various different pathways. But you can also do events management on its own as a separate course.
Yeah, and I've heard one of the big things about the tourism and events is the links with employers. So, would you guys just like to delve into that a little bit? What are the links with employers as part of the course?
Yeah, so we have lots of links with employers. Of course, that's the end of the university degree is the idea is to go and get a job in the industry. So we think that's a really important part of the course is building those links and networking with industry, and also to find out what the industry does. To find out what the different employers offer, because the tourism industry, events, hospitality, it's massive and it's all interlinked. So there are so many different employers that you would want to be linking with. So, for instance, we've got TUI head office, very, very close to us. We've still got some retail travel agents in the local shopping centre. We've also got we do an employability week where we invite lots of employers in to come and talk to the students, to have a Q&A session. So whether that's event management companies, we've had airlines coming in as well, local hotels, talking to the students just about the different roles and opportunities after graduation.
That's brilliant. And then at the end of it, with after all that employability afterwards, do you find that a lot of students end up going into the career path of tourism and events, or do they perhaps go somewhere else? What do you find? What career paths do they usually go into?
Yeah, well, the good thing about tourism, hospitality, and events is that there are so many generic skills that can lead to lots of different other industries as well. So perhaps going to work at the airports, cabin crew, aviation, lots of different other parts of the industry. And of course, because it's the business of international tourism, hospitality, and events, you're learning all those business skills as well. So it may be that you want to go into the human resources side. It could be marketing, digital marketing, creative. It may be that you want to go into law. So, of course, all these big businesses, TUI, British Airways, Emirates, they all need within their business people to market, people to look after the law, human resources. So there's lots of other opportunities as well as just front-facing with the tourists and the customer service aspect with tourism, hospitality and events.
Brilliant. And Vicky, I'll ask you, what are some of the content and what are some of the projects that some of the students will be able to do at the University of Bedfordshire? What would they be able to do? What would they be able to do at the university? And how would they be able to help them with the employability afterwards as well?
So, as Lorraine was saying, tourism is such a diverse industry. It has many different aspects to it. So, part of the course is we're showing students all the different aspects, whether they want to look at tour operations, travel agencies, transport.
Oh, I think we just lost Vicky there for a minute. I think Vicky was just sort of saying about how diverse the industry is, including so many different sectors. So if you want to work in visitor attractions, for instance, museums, hotels, the event industry, and we just had the Commonwealth Olympics. So there are many different parts of the industry, including, of course, working for overseas, for the government marketing organisations, so whether it's Visit Britain. Oh, hi, Vicky, you're back.
Back.
I was
Sorry.
different sectors of the industry.
Yeah, so what I was because we've got so many sectors of the industry, we do a wide range of skills on the course as well. So we would look at marketing, we would look at customer service, we'd look at many sort of general business aspects, but from a hospitality or tourism slant or events management slant. But we also look at lots of very specific aspects of the industry as well. We look at how tourism affects culture and how it links with society and how they're interlinked. We look at things like urban regeneration. We look at all different types of events on the events management courses, so sporting events, how to manage risk, how to produce and put on events. So there is a wide variety of different aspects, as well as looking at the sort of more industrial aspects. We look at some more theoretical aspects as well, and how tourism impacts and the impacts that it does have on society and the world in general.
Brilliant.
Can I just add to that? So I was just going to add to that as well. I think that is a really good strength that we have here at the University of Bedfordshire, is that we really try and help the students put the theory into practice. So what we're looking at doing this year is running our own Christmas World Travel Market, where all the students will be looking at different destinations around the world and actually using their employability skills to practice talking to the customers, working together, working as a team, using their creativity and their marketing to promote different countries around the world to the local people within the community, and also to staff and students at the university. Sustainability is another big area. So the students will be looking at how they could run a sustainable tour within the university. So again, it's very much putting that theory into practice, really sort of hands-on, and I think that's something that we're very good at the university. And certainly last year our students put together very quickly and very successfully a mini exhibition, again just promoting different cultures around the world, showing off the different artifacts and dance, costumes and music, and a lot of fun was had by students. A lot of hard work, but it was a lot of fun as well.
And within all of these courses, and within all of these all of these aspects that students can get involved with, what facilities will they be able to use at the university?
Well, we have all the normal sort of classroom facilities, but we do make use of facilities within the student union as well. We use their events facilities quite a lot for hosting a lot of our events. But students last year used a variety of different settings within the university in different areas for hosting and putting on their own events. So we do use all sorts of different facilities. Whatever really meets our needs, we find a space and we use it. But obviously we've got all the good library facilities for students as well, and they extensively use the resources in there because they have a great range of resources that back up everything that we're doing.
Yeah, and of course as well, tourism students, they want to go on trips. So we try and get outside the classroom as well. We've been a bit limited the last couple of years for obvious reasons, but certainly we'll be looking at, last year we did manage to go on a very successful trip to the Olympic Park. And that was fantastic. And some of our students went to Emirates. And I think getting out as much as possible away from the classroom and then using that experience and then bringing it back into the classroom to have a discussion around that.
And for the students that are coming in this year, will there be any trips that they can look forward to?
Yeah, absolutely. We're in the planning processes at the moment, and all being well, we'd like to have a UK trip and an overseas trip that we offer to all of our students, and a series of day trips, again going out to local employers, and just having a look what's in the local area. We've got so much here in Bedfordshire that from a tourism point of view, we need to be exploring. And having a look at what's in the local area and other projects, for instance, the Eden project, fantastic sustainability. We've got so many different cities in the UK that we can explore along with our coastal resorts and look at the impacts of tourism on those areas, looking at the impacts, as Vicky was saying, on society and how those areas can successfully be regenerated, some of them through tourism.
And within the school and within a lot of these courses, what are some of the expertise and backgrounds that the academics can bring and help with the students whilst they're learning?
Well, speaking for myself, and I'm sure Lorraine will pass on her comments as well in a second. We've got a very strong team within the tourism and events department. A lot of us have got quite extensive industry background prior to coming into academia, which is really useful. I mean, personally, I worked in the travel industry for about 16 years before I came to work at the university. So I've got a lot of industry background firsthand, which I can then bring into my teaching, give real life examples, and really try and highlight how the theory is done in practice, which is useful for the students. So we have, I've worked particularly in the travel industry, but I'll let Lorraine speak a little bit about her background as well.
Yeah, thanks, Vicky. So I've got extensive experience as well in the industry for many years, and I think, you know, many years ago I did start up my own business. Wasn't very successful at the time, but you know what I know now, it may be successful later on. But I think that's one of the good things, is that using many industries in tourism are small, medium business enterprises, and we can help students to develop those entrepreneur skills if that's something they want to do. But I also worked for TUI, and one of my best jobs was being an overseas rep. Absolutely loved it. I was 21, living overseas, having the time of my life, working long hours, very, very hard, but very, very rewarding. And I think, you know, bringing those experiences and those employability skills and sharing those with the students is really good. As well as working for TUI and setting up my own business, I work for many online travel agents as well, and retail travel agents. So lots and lots of experience. I sold airline tickets, Scandinavian Airlines and KLM Airlines. So, and that's the good thing about the travel industry. It's great to get a wide range of experience in different industries, because of all those employability skills, they're all so generic. So it's okay to go to work in different sectors of the industry, because you're just bringing a wealth of experience to the new company that you work for.
With employability skills, you said just mentioned there about entrepreneurship. So what are some of the main and key skills that students will be able to have when they finish at the university?
The main skills, I think one of the key things is developing a passion for something, you know, knowing what, because if you have a passion for something, then your job becomes a hobby. You never really work a day in your life because it's a passion. You enjoy it every day. And I still feel that today about the industry. But you said about what other skills would they be developing? So as well as hopefully having the passion, communication skills, vital, and communicating in different ways, not just face to face, but whether that's doing one of these that I've never done before. I'm developing skills already doing this. I hope it's okay. So looking at developing digital skills, of course, IT skills, going to need for the future, technology, being creative as well, having those creativity skills. You know, what new destinations can we attract tourists to? How are we going to attract tourists to those new destinations? Problem solving, what are we going to do for sustainability globally? You know, what are we going to do to make sure that these beautiful destinations still remain the same for the children in the future, so that they see them as I had the pleasure of seeing them? So having those creativity skills, and also, you know, being able to think on your feet and being proactive, you know, not just sitting back, you know, having a go at something. And don't worry if it doesn't work out the first time. That's how we all learn, isn't it? We learn from our mistakes. So it's okay to just have a go, try again, and that's how you develop. So I think, you know, having the confidence here to have a go at the university to develop those skills in a safe environment, and working with others. Of course, you need to be able to work with others. Sometimes that's harder than getting the job done on your own because of the problems that come with that. So it's great that the students can work together in so many ways, to share their own individual expertise to come to a common goal. So I think we do a really good job of developing those employability skills, whether it's to go and work in the industry or to set up their own business.
Vicky, I'll direct this question to you. If someone's watching this right now and they're sitting on the fence whether to join the university, whether to do the course, what would you say to someone that's sitting on the fence?
I think our courses, if you have an interest in tourism or in events, we provide great grounding, we provide great experiences to go along with that theoretical knowledge, which isn't always the case. So that's something that we really do here. But also, it's a good course if you're not quite sure what you want to do, but you have an interest, because we develop so many other skills that can be transferred to other industries. I mean, we have a lot of students that come out of the course and they're still very passionate about tourism and events and go off into the industry. But there is some students that aren't that passionate when they get to the end. You know, they've changed their minds, they've grown up, they've moved on, but they have such a wealth of skills that we've given them in other areas: marketing, customer service, communication, presentation, teamwork, and all those other things, that they can then move on to other areas if they wish to. So if you're somebody who's not quite sure what you want to do, it's a great course because it gives you a good grounding in lots of areas. If you're really passionate about tourism and events, then you'll get lots of opportunities.
Brilliant. And Lorraine, what can students expect when they come in September, and what can they really look forward to?
Yeah, I think they're going to come in, and I think they're going to enjoy the staff. Well, we really try and support our students in every way that we can. I think we're very, very supportive. It's not just, oh, you're here now, you know, get on with it. We support as much as we can. And certainly in terms of developing those academic skills, the jump from level 3 to level 4. So learning, for instance, how to write in an academic style, how to do the referencing, how to write reports. Students have probably never written a report before. So what is the format of writing the report? How to give a good presentation, what to do, what not to do. So I think we're very supportive in terms of helping those students with the skills that will then enable them to progress throughout the course. And we have a fantastic study hub that has lots of workshops, lots of support. Again, if students want to carry on with that support, then there's online support or face-to-face as well. So I think that's really good, the kind of pastoral care. And they're going to get students that they're going to get staff that are very knowledgeable about the subject as well. You know, we're all experts in our field. We have some researchers. We have staff that are also still continuing to work in industry. So that they're going to enjoy that as well. And I say that very much the hands-on, you know, I can't emphasize that, the hands-on, putting the theory into practice, because that enables the students to work together, to make new friends. You know, after all, coming to university, many people have friends for life. And it's about how they work together and support each other. And we will help them to do that.
Yeah. And I'll just finish off. I'll ask you a very broad question. Is there anything else that you'd just like to add that we haven't spoken about today that you'd like students to know, and you'd like students to, it would be good for students to know before they come here?
The only thing I would perhaps add is to say that compared to maybe some other institutions, we have relatively smaller class sizes, which is a real bonus, because it does mean that we can support our students more thoroughly. We can give them more one-to-one individual attention in class and that extra help and support. And it also does allow us to provide extra opportunities because, you know, we don't have classes of hundreds and hundreds of students like maybe some other institutions do, so that we are able to provide that extra support and guidance to students to help them every step of the way.
Brilliant. And if you guys have any more questions after this, there is a number just up top, and there's also our website, which is www.beds.ac.uk and /clearing for any more information. Comment down below and we'll be able to get back to you as soon as we can. But for now, thank you very much, Vicky and Lorraine.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.